Before we get started, we had some people saying to me, they said, Tom, we're here and we're watching this contest, but we really don't know, about it. Like, how do they do it? How do they know what they score? Well, we are provided with Graceland's official rules and regulations, and we have the sheet. This is a copy of the sheet that the judges have in the back, and they are looking at different categories of things to score on from 1 to 10. 1 being poor, 10 being excellent, and the categories are vocals. How do you rate the Elvis tribute artist? The ETA's overall singing ability. They have appearance. How do you rate the ETA's ability to create a look and a style that well represents Elvis? Stage presence, another category they're looking at, the ability to recreate the charisma Elvis created when performing on stage. And then the overall performance category, what would you rate the quality of the performance? All of those numbers, 1 through 10, are added up together. Vocals are doubled because in an Elvis competition, it's the vocal that really carries us through. That's what's most important. That's combined twice, it's added up together, and those numbers are given to me. And tonight, we'll be announcing the top 10 of the 20-some contestants that we have here this afternoon. And then that top 10 will select 2 songs to sing back-to-back tomorrow morning in the competition, and then we'll cut it down to a top 5, and then they'll sing a song, and every song they sing on stage, it's all cumulative. Everything they do on stage is counted toward their final score. Now, who are the people who sit in judgment of these ETAs? I did it for a number of years, but I realized very quickly I had more fun hanging out with these guys than judging them. And if you've ever been to any after parties, you probably have too. So let's meet our judges, shall we? We've got a judges panel back there, and we're going to shine the light on them, and I think they have a microphone. Craig, you have a microphone? No? Okay, well, wave from your seat, and we'll talk to you tomorrow if you don't have a microphone. First of all, one of our judges, Craig Ray, the director of Visit Mississippi, the tourism office of the Mississippi Development Authority. He promotes Mississippi as a travel destination and a film location highlighting the state's culture, heritage, history, natural resources, and he oversees a diverse number of programs from Mississippi's 13 welcome centers to the Mississippi Film Office. I stop at those welcome centers all the time. I love to get the maps. I still love the maps, And he also previously served as director of the tourism division at the Mississippi Development Authority from 2004 to 2009. He's also played a key role in developing the campaign for Mississippi, the birthplace of America's music, and also the Mississippi Blues Trail. You can look for the signs in the different locations. 185 markers throughout Mississippi and the world telling the story of Mississippi blues. Also a graduate of Hotty Toddy Ole Miss. I judged with Craig back years ago at this festival in 7, 8, and 9, I think were the years, and we've come a long way in those 25 years, Craig, and I see you've got a microphone now. We've done this before, sitting back there. You're back now to judge. What have you thought so far from our competition?
It's awesome. I think the first year we were in maybe a ballroom over here in the convention center. Then we moved outside at the stadium, and then to come to the theater, and now here, it's amazing. Going to the promise.
There you go. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for having me back. This is incredible. Hotty toddy.
Hotty toddy to you, my friend. Next up, we have my friend Renee Baldwin. She has been a performer, entertainer for over 35 years, performed with both the Tupelo and Corinth Symphony Orchestras as well, been a regular guest star at the Pepsi Pops concert at the Mississippi Symphony Orchestra, and she's also acted before. I wish I could have seen her in Anything Goes. She played Patsy Cline in Always Patsy Cline, Velma Von Tussle in Hairspray, and Tanya in Mamma Mia. Also, her work as a voiceover artist. She does commercials. I see you on TV. You're on the board of directors for the Tupelo Community Theater. You sometimes direct and produce something when I'm on stage, but I'm on my own without you now. Renee Baldwin, she also says thanks to her husband Morgan and her kids, Zach and Amanda and Joel and Bonnie Catherine. Renee, welcome, and welcome to my world. What do you think so far?
It is fabulous. I love your world. I'm a a Tupelo native, and so I am really excited to have the opportunity to be here today.
Well, it's great to have you here. Your job has just begun and becomes more and more important as we go along. Next up, a friend of mine accepted the position of Executive Director at the Tupelo Convention and Visitors Bureau in 1998, and she came here from Jackson, Tennessee, the land of Carl Perkins. She moved to the home of Elvis, the birthplace of the king. From 1998 to 2010, she promoted Tupelo as the birthplace of Elvis and music and the birthplace of America's music. She also has won and been inducted into the Mississippi Tourism Hall of Fame, and you're going to be a part of our conversations this afternoon. We'll talk about the work that you did with Main Street and the CVB about really creating this Tupelo Elvis Festival 25 years ago. Thank you for being here. Linda Johnson, what do you think so far? You're passing that mic. You've got to talk to me.
Oh, Tom. Yeah, it's great. I've loved the way the festival has grown. It's been fun taking care of the judges each year that I've done this, and we just look forward to everybody being in our city and coming back.
That's right. Great to have you here. I'll see you this afternoon. We're going to have a conversation whether you like it or not. All right, next up, a friend of mine from Memphis, born in Memphis. He was born into the family business from his father, who established the jewelry company in 1937. He's well known as the jeweler to the king and Elvis, and is the creator of that familiar gold TCB lightning bolt, the necklaces worn by Elvis and his entourage. Also the Aloha ring, the Maltese cross, the big lion necklace, so many more pieces. Most of the guys on stage are wearing Lowell Hayes jewelry, just like Elvis did. He met Elvis, they became friends. He went to movies with Elvis, football games, traveled around the U.S. with Elvis, and before going out on tour, Elvis said to Lowell, "You only have one requirement, bring a case of jewelry." So he brought that briefcase of jewelry, and according to Lowell, the legend is, and there are people that saw it, Elvis loved to give gifts to people he met along the way, sometimes even from the stage. He would take off rings and start handing them out. Don't wait for that to happen. Some of the guys are still making payments. The jeweler to the king, Lowell Hayes. Welcome.
Thank you for that welcome. It was more fun than I can ever explain to you, standing beside the stage all over the United States watching Elvis sing. I was standing there, I could see Elvis from the back, and I could see all the girls on the front, and it was just incredible. But another thing that's incredible that's happening today, tonight, is our own Tom Brown. And I have admired the way he has promoted Elvis through these years, the way he has conducted Tom Tupelo Brown, the way he has conducted the affairs in Memphis, and the way he has performed here tonight. We should have him list down and have him judge also. What do you think?
I've done it before. Oh.
But anyway, I'm taking too much time. So I have taken it upon myself to make a 14-karat TCB necklace for Tom. And Tom, I know you've always wanted one. I've always heard you say that. I have one for you right here, and I want you to walk down here because I want to put it on you. I want to put it on around your neck. Come on down, Tom. Gave one away that he just handed to a guy. He always put it around your neck. It has no clasp in it because Elvis wanted you to put it on and never take it off. So this is for thanks from Memphis and for everybody and all the fans and everything you do.
Wow, thank you. I'm never taking it off because it'll take an ear with it, too. He's putting it on, he goes, Tom, you got a big head. All right, our next judge, I met her briefly for those 3 seconds that I was up there getting my necklace. I can't wait to see what she's got for me. One of the greatest opera sopranos of our time. She hit the stage as a winner of the Luciano Pavarotti International Voice Competition in her early 20s. And since that time, she has sung leading roles in every major opera house in the world, including the Metropolitan Opera and the Royal Opera House at Covent Garden. Man, she attended the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana. She earned her Bachelor of Music degree in vocal performance. She has performed with tenors like Luciano Pavarotti and Placido Domingo. All right? So I think she knows what she's listening to and looking at on stage. Thank you for being here from the opera world. Elvis loved the opera. Kaylin Esperian, thank you for being here. Kaylin.
Thank you.
What have you thought so far? Your world and the Elvis world, the opera comes together.
Well, you know, Elvis did sing several songs that were based on Neapolitan songs, just with different lyrics, because his voice was so amazing. He could really sing anything he wanted to, and with great style.
Yeah.
This has been amazing so far. This is my first time to be here and do something like this. My mother was from Tremont, Mississippi, originally, and then she retired to Fulton after being up north for a while. And this is like coming home for me. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh. See the Mississippi connection in music right there. It's just, you know, who's from Mississippi? This is the thing I always do. When I travel, sometimes I used to live in Chicago and Los Angeles, and sometimes people will disparage your southern accent. They will say, so where are you from? Are you from La Salle? And I said, well, yes, as a matter of fact, I'm from Mississippi. I said, we're going to play a little game. I'm going to name the most famous person born in my hometown, and you name the most famous person born in your hometown. And unless you're from Bethlehem, I'm going to beat you.